Pleasant Grove says she is scared her next door neighbor is going to kill her.
Well, now police have arrested that neighbor, but multiple victims say they're terrified about what's going to happen if and when he gets out.
Jeremy Harris tonight is live for us in Pleasant Grove with more on this story. So, Jeremy, this is concerning.
It is. In Pleasant Grove, police are already familiar with this suspect. He's even been arrested in the past for attacking officers. Now, that's why police, the victim, and even the suspect's own family hope prosecutors and the court can come up with a plan to get him help and prevent him from being a danger to others.
I knew that it was it. He was coming in.
Bobbi was inside her house when outside she says her next door neighbor, Skyler Shumway, was clawing at the screen and beating her house with a shovel.
I'm going to die. That this is going to happen, that he's serious. He's going to get in the house.
Bobbi didn't want us to show her face, but she tells us her neighbor was unhinged all weekend and cops were called multiple times.
He left a note taped to my car, another one, telling me to leave or he was going to kill me.
An arrest report says one of the notes used the N-word.
I know his history. I know the violence that is involved.
Pleasant Grove police know Skyler's history as well.
It all adds up to he needs some help.
Captain Britt Smith says Skyler's actions over the last few weeks have been escalating.
We filed multiple criminal charges in multiple cases with multiple victims.
Another victim shared this video with us of when they say Skyler came to their house to threaten their family. That was after a previous arrest there for threats and vandalism.
Just put back on the streets, and ever since that point, he has continued to escalate to what happened last night. And Skyler is going to kill somebody.
Jail records show Skyler has been booked 8 times since 2019. Bobbi says Skyler refers to himself as Sky God and is out of control during psychotic episodes.
I've called everybody. His mom has called everybody that we can think of. There's just not that much available, and especially if you do not have insurance.
We believe that his mental health condition is really influencing his actions.
Police say they are hopeful the court will find a long-term solution to treat Skyler and protect neighbors who say they're scared of what he will do to them.
You know, the outcome is really out of our hands. You know, we've done our part as law enforcement.
The Utah County Jail estimates that 1 in every 13 inmates who's booked suffers from mental illness. There is a mental health court here in Utah County. Defendants, perhaps like in this case, can be screened by a therapist to get into that court. For right now, though, this suspect is being held in jail without bail. Reporting live in Pleasant Grove, Jeremy Harris, 2 News.
We hope they can all get the help they need. Jeremy, thank you.
All right, now South Jordan police are searching for a gunman after quite the scene last night. A woman was shot and it led to a car crash.
And this all happened near 114th South and 2700 West. Morgan Saxton joins us live from there right now with what police are saying happened.
Ron, police were called out here around 10 o'clock last night. The scene is now clear, but it was very chaotic. I want to show you some of the video from when it all was transpiring. They said that they had initially gotten calls about a woman who had been shot and then gotten into a car crash. As you can see here, police say that she was driving a car with another person when she was struck. They believe she then crashed into another car as a result of getting hit. Police say the people in that car didn't have any injuries. Luckily, they immediately transported that woman to the hospital with gunshot wounds. Police say the passenger in her car was also not hurt. That woman went into surgery and is also expected to be okay. Police say that to their understanding, the shooting was in relation to a dispute that had happened earlier in the day. Witnesses and neighbors who saw exactly what happened say that there were 2 people that ran from the scene as soon as the shooting took place. Take a listen.
That's what we were looking for, is two people who may have left. And so you put the dogs in the car, and then they try to track that down. But we weren't successful in that.
Police say at this point they do not know who the shooter is, but that there's currently no threat to the public. As we come back out here, it's still really dark this morning. However, all the police tape has been taken down and the police have left the scene. Their investigation will continue. As soon as they have any other description of who they're maybe looking for, we'll be sure to pass it along.
Good afternoon. From the moment Nicole called to report that Gabby was missing, the worst fears of any parent played out before our eyes. That nightmare became a reality when the Grand Teton search and rescue team located their beautiful daughter. During that time, they had an outpouring of love and affection and sympathy from not just their family and friends, but from the law enforcement community, the press, and from people around the world. And for that, they thank you. They've been given the time and the space to grieve this awful loss. And we ask that you continue to respect their privacy and give them the space and time to go through this difficult process. Gabby Petito was a beautiful woman. Her infectious smile and love of life made people gravitate to her. Gabby Petito loved life, loved people, and loved experiences. She was the bright light in everyone's life that knew her. Gabby's family does not want that light to dim, and they want to make some good from this awful tragedy.